Good afternoon, people. How is it going? I am wearing my lovely Bumblebee shirt today. It is so cute. It's got like this little keyhole design. I just wanted to say hi again and tune in and say to you guys that it's craziness still going on. I heard now the newest thing is April 29th as the date that things will somewhat get back to normal, but I'm not gonna like hold my breath because everything changes every single day on this craziness that we're going through. And so I messed up my makeup. Oh, the other side. I messed up my, man, I can't get it. I messed up my makeup right here, so it looks like I got punched in the eye, but I guarantee I didn't. So anyways, April 29th now is the new day that they're saying that things are going to go back to normal, but you know, who knows really. It's been craziness, as we all know. I've been doing a lot of retail shopping, retail therapy. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. And this shirt, like I said, this shirt that I got, this Bumblebee shirt that I'm wearing right now, it is amazing. It's got pink, yellow, white, gray, black. It's got all the colors that bumblebees would just adore. So I'm loving it. I have a new friend named Lizzie the lizard, and it's probably different lizards, but you know what? That's my friend because I miss my froggies. I miss things back home. I miss the dogs being around while I'm doing a vlog and bugging the crap out of me. But you know what? That's the way it goes. I conducted this list of things for people to do. You know, all those things that you say that you wish that you could do and you never had the time for it before. And now we got more time than we know what to do with. So I have conducted a list for you guys today of some things that we can enjoy while we are social distancing or stuck at home or just not being able to go out and work or whatever, you know, whatever your situation. I have conducted a list that I am going to share some tips with you that might be helpful. Number 1, start an Etsy shop. One thing that is interesting, sometimes when you start a shop, it takes a while to upload your pictures and, you know, put your prices down, what you have to sell and how much of each item and what kind of price, that type of thing. Now you got the time to work on an Etsy shop and open a store. Open an online store. That's what my friend Mary is making a killing right now on donuts, and she's also making face masks because she's a really good sewer and stuff. And so find something like that you can do and put your time into now that you got the time, and maybe you can make a little bit of extra money too while you're sitting around, you know? You never know, but that's a suggestion, a good one too. Number 2, a YouTube show. I've had several people that I've known over the years that say, you know, I wish that I could have a YouTube show, but I'm worried about this, or I don't know if I could do that, or I'm just kind of, you know, unsure. Now is the perfect time to test run a YouTube store. No, not a YouTube store. A YouTube show. You know, why not play around with it and do a test episode? And, you know, you don't even have to put it on public if you don't want to. Just put it on private and watch it and see if you enjoyed it, or see if that's something that you have fun doing, or if you want to put it out there for the public or what have you. Why not, right? We got all this time on our hands. You might as well try to test run that YouTube show and see how it goes, right? Learn a language. Some people always say, you know, I wish I knew this language. I wish I could learn some French, but I never have the time. Now you got the time. There's all kinds of language learning software out there. Now is the perfect time while you're stuck at home to learn a language, or to even just, you know, what am I looking for? If you're rusty, even just to strengthen yourself up on it. I don't even know the word I'm looking for, but anyways, just to practice it and get more fluent in it, or whatever the case may be. But this is the perfect time to do that. Oh, a couple things that I did that I had a lot of fun with while this social distancing, quarantining, blah, blah, blah has been going on. I've been having a good time cooking things. I made homemade noodles, bread, cheese, and you always, before you do it, you always think that all that stuff's going to be a lot harder than what it is. And then you do it and you realize like, oh, it wasn't that hard and it was actually kind of fun. We've been kind of just like sitting around making bread and cheese and all just different types of like homemade noodles. Like, we've really been enjoying the cooking thing. And why not? If you're quarantined together and you're looking for things to do, getting in the kitchen and baking, like if you have kids or just a significant other, can be really fun. And it can not only teach you guys a few things, but it, opens up the conversation. You're away from the TV watching all that bad news all the time that's just making you depressed. And why not get in there and make something yummy and just talk about more positive things and, have some fun while you're stuck at home. Like, yeah, do that. Another thing that you can do is crafts. A lot of people always say that they have craft projects that they wish they could finish or that they really enjoy doing, but they never have the time because they're working and doing this and that and the other. Do the craft thing. You got the time now, or sit down and read that book that you've been wanting to read for a long time, but you never got around to it because you don't have time. Because every time you sit down and, try to get into a book, then you got somebody like telling you like, I need this or I need that. Now is the time, guys, to read that book and to get yourself doing the things that are on the back burner because you've been too busy working. Now's the time to pull out all those projects and do it. Oh, another thing, speaking of projects, spring cleaning. Get your spring cleaning done now. Do a thorough job. Donate some clothing to the clothing bank. That type of stuff. Like, it's time, right? This is a perfect time to do that. You've got the time. You can do it now. So, yeah, do that. I've been really also experimenting with different makeup looks and watching tutorials on makeup because I'm not an expert. I mean, I like to have fun with it and all, but I'm not an expert by any means. But I've been kind of trying to, polish up, try different looks. That's just me at home with Shawnee and everything, and so it's not like I'm going out and having to look like a clown. I mean, if I look like a clown, I'm at home at least, right? I mean, try the different things like that you wouldn't try normally. Just try to do the things that, you don't have to go out, and so you can kind of have that freedom to try a different hairstyle or a different makeup look without feeling like, oh, I'm gonna look like a chump. Like, so what if you look like a chump? You're gonna be at home, so it don't matter. Another thing that my neighbors back at home, what they've been doing, Carlos and Mary, Carlos has been pimping out his yard. Now, Carlos always keeps a nice yard, keeps his lawn well manicured and well mowed, and, they have a nice yard. But he's out of work, too, because of this corona thing. So he called Joey over one day to get some advice, because Joey landscapes a lot. And he got some advice from Joey about, how to pimp out his property and make it look so really good. And so that's what Carlos has been doing. He's been putting like beauty bark in the flower beds and just kind of trying to make his own homemade fountain. And he's been doing all kinds of things, like really pimping out his yard while he has this time off and he can't go into work and everything. And, Joey's the one going into work, and so is Ty. Because, they're both doing the health care thing or, the body thing, and people don't stop dying in an epidemic. In fact, it gets worse with the death rate. So their jobs are the only ones right now that are kind of secure. And Tyler, he lost 2 jobs because of this epidemic, but now he's got 2 jobs to replace it. He's such a, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't find my words today. He's such he's one of those guys that like, he's always got something going on, so I'm, now he's got the job where he's got the job where he takes the lunches to the kids that are, poor kids that don't have a lot of money and stuff. They take sack lunches to them, and also he's been doing part-time on that, and then he does part-time for the funeral home, so he's been doing 2 part-time jobs, keeping busy. It was so funny. Ty was telling me this story about this girl. You're not supposed to give the hugs to the kids on the bus and everything, but the kids will like barrel rush him on the bus and come up and want to talk to him and want to give him a hug and everything. And he's like, I know I'm not supposed to hug him, but how do you tell like a little 8-year-old girl that you can't give her a hug? I mean, you just can't. You can't break her heart like that. So he gives her hug, you know, because she needs it. She seems like she needs some extra attention, so he gives her hugs, and she calls him Beardo. And it was so funny when he told me that. I was like, the first thing automatically that came to my mind when he said that was he has a beard and he's a weirdo. So Beardo. And I said, that's perfect. That's brilliant. That girl. I love that girl. I can't believe I didn't come up with that. Like, she's very clever, you know? Beardo, weirdo. Beard, weird, Beardo. It's such a perfect name for him. Like, I'm really disappointed in myself. Like, why didn't I think of that long time ago? I mean, I've known the kid for a couple years now. Like, why didn't I come up with that before? Crazy. But this little girl's brilliant. That's all I gotta say. So anyways, hopefully I gave you some... Oh, another thing that you can do, the COVID-19. Make sure you gain your COVID-19. Everybody's been eating more. Everybody's been gaining a little bit of weight. And nobody really cares because we're like bears in hibernation right now. So everybody's been fattening up. So anyways, hopefully I gave you some good tips and tricks or whatever. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love you so much. Bye.